Today is the first day of Hispanic Heritage Month, and Kent State is kicking off the month-long celebration in a big way.
And after not getting to a deal, thousands of auto workers decided to hit the streets. What's the latest developments on one of the biggest strikes are?
Dubai police seized more than $1 billion of drugs, and you'll never guess where they found it stashed. The answer might surprise you.
Dominican Republic took a big decision today to ensure the security of their country. How it will affect Latin America and more as your Friday edition of TV2 News starts right now.
This is TV2 News.
Good evening, Portage County, and welcome to your Friday evening newscast. I'm Erin Sullivan.
And I'm Nuried Hurtado.
We start tonight with the Ohio Latino Summit affairs that was held on campus today as a kickoff for Hispanic Heritage Month.
Our reporter Michael Neenan was there and has all the details for the event. Hi, Michael.
That's right, guys. Kent State hosted the Ohio Latino Affairs Summit in honor of Hispanic Heritage Month. The theme this year was Avanzando Juntos, meaning moving forward together. The summit focused on educating high school and college students alike about the issues Hispanic and Latino communities face.
I think, one of the things that we should spend some time in Hispanic Heritage Month is to learn more about our culture, but also find ways of how we can contribute to the challenges and opportunities that are in front of our Latino community.
The summit expressed the necessity of helping and empowering all Latino and Hispanic Ohioans in the realms of government, education, and business.
Being able to plan the event and manage it, it's very surreal, and seeing the amount of students that we had this morning, my heart was with them. I felt as though I was them at one point.
It is estimated that around 500,000 Hispanic Americans reside in Ohio. This event marked the first time the education, healthcare, and business and workforce development summits were hosted face-to-face.
I loved it. I had fun, so I gave a tour to high school students who enjoyed being here. I also did a lot of social media today, just like getting DOD and then the summit as a whole out there to social media, so I enjoyed it overall.
The summit's slogan is Latino growth is Ohio growth. President Todd Dykin says the university strives to create an environment that empowers individuals of all backgrounds. From TV2 News, I'm Michael Neenan.
Thanks, Michael. Beautifying downtown Kent. Now, I like the sound of that. Main Street Kent is hosting a Clean Up Kent event Saturday from 9 a.m. to noon. The event will focus on picking up trash in downtown Kent and removing graffiti. Those volunteering are asked to meet at the Hometown Bank Plaza, and to learn more, of course, you can visit Main Street Kent's website.
And Portage County is taking a big step towards sustainability in the county. Portage County Recycling announced today the opening of the Center for Hard-to-Recycle Material Facility. The center recycles items such as printers, tires, televisions, and more for an accessible price, and only Portage County residents are able to use this facility. This is a significant step because only Geauga, Trumbull, and Summit counties count with charm facilities.
The Wick Poetry Center held a ceremony to dedicate its park to a beloved deceased faculty member yesterday evening. Maj Regain was a creative writing professor at Kent State for over 30 years. He also taught writing at Warrior Journey Home, a support group for veterans. The Poetry Center dedicated the park to Regain to keep his memory alive and inspire future students.
Hello, Portage County in Northeast Ohio. Hope you're having a nice Friday evening out there. I'm TV2 weather anchor Odin Amador-Gorby with your Friday evening weather forecast. Currently in Kent right now, we are dealing with pretty sunny skies out there right now. 68 degrees is our high temperature. Feels like 68 out there as well. Almost heading towards that 70 boundary. But dew points at 46, winds moving west at 5 miles per hour, so it's a little breeze in the area. Humidity at 45%, visibility at 10 miles. And as we look towards your Northeast Ohio temperatures, there it is. As we look towards your Northeast Ohio temperature, or our hour-by-hour temperatures, we are dealing with towards 7 o'clock, 65 degrees out there, sunny skies. 9 o'clock, 57 degrees, clear skies, and towards your 11 o'clock, we'll be dealing with clear skies, a high of 52. Let's go back to the Northeast Ohio temperatures real fast here. As we look across our area right now, we are dealing with Kent is 68 degrees right now. Most of this area of Northeast Ohio is dealing with 70 degrees. Cleveland is 70, Sandusky at 70, Mansfield at 70, or 68. Worcester at 70 degrees, Canton at 70 degrees, and Youngstown at 70 degrees, and Ashtabula at 70 degrees as well. So it's definitely a very warm evening out there for sure. And that's all we have for now, folks. But in my next update, I'll have your weekend weather forecast. Until then, back to you guys at the news desk.
Thank you, Odin. Now going to Ravenna, a man has been sentenced to a lesser charge after pleading guilty for the rape of a girl when she was 10 years old. Trishawn Griffin pleaded guilty earlier this week after being accused of sexually assaulting a Ravenna girl during 6 months in 2021 and 2022. Griffin was sentenced to 5 years in jail and received a $5,000 fine with the option to pay it by doing community service.
Akron police arrested 5 children after brutally robbing an Akron woman. Police say the children, aged 10 to 16, attacked the 52-year-old woman as she waited at a bus stop. Security footage was released to the public after the incident. And Akron police say unprovoked attacks have been increasing in the city, and they are committed to increasing public safety.
In Akron, 2 people are dead after 2 separate fatal crashes. The first crash was yesterday afternoon in Sieberling Street when a Jeep entered the roundabout at a high speed and lost control of the car. The Jeep struck 2 curbs and went off the road, striking a tree. The second crash happened at around 10 p.m. after a Pontiac G5 went off the roadway after attempting to drive on a curb at high speed. The driver re-entered the road but lost control and slid sideways, ended up hitting 2 trees.
In Columbus, 2 women are dead after a shooting at a biker bar Wednesday evening. Police say 1 woman was dead at the scene and the other was transported to Grant Medical Center where she was pronounced dead. Both women were only 24 years old. Now, police are still investigating this incident and have a suspect who is not yet in custody. We'll have more updates as they come on KentWire.com.
Now, Ohio Secretary of State Frank LaRose is looking to move his official office into the same location as his campaign headquarters. However, this decision has raised some concerns and questions about potential conflicts of interest and ethical problems. LaRose explained to WCMH that the move is necessary due to infrastructure and personal security concerns, as well as to improve operational efficiency.
The United Auto Workers Union failed to reach an agreement with Ford, General Motors, and Stellantis. We'll have more on what this decision could mean.
Out here striking of the union.
In Dubai, police have found $1 billion worth of amphetamines, where they found them and what the process was.
The United Auto Workers Union failed to reach an agreement with Ford, General Motors, and Stellantis. Now, workers are joining the picket lines. Nearly 13,000 workers expected to strike today. The United Auto Workers Union also announced the start of the targeted action plan at 3 selected plants, one of them being in Ohio.
We are the union! Strikes underway as the clock ticks past the midnight deadline to close the deal.
I don't know how I'm going to survive, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to be out here striking.
Of the union's 145,000 members, nearly 13,000 are on strike Friday. The United Auto Workers Union announcing the start of targeted action at 3 select plants in Michigan, Missouri, and Ohio.
This strategy will keep the companies guessing. It will give our national negotiators maximum leverage and flexibility in bargaining. And if we need to go all out, we will.
The union is asking for ambitious raises in wages, benefits, and job protections for members. Ford CEO Jim Farley saying Thursday the company can't afford those demands.
40% will put us out of business. We would lose $15 billion. We would have to cut people, close plants. What's the good of that?
They could double our wages and they could not raise the price of vehicles, they would still make billions of dollars.
GM issuing this statement. We will continue to bargain in good faith with the union to reach an agreement as quickly as possible for the benefit of our team members, customers, suppliers, and communities across the U.S. And Stellantis saying we are extremely disappointed by the UAW leadership's refusal to engage in a responsible manner to reach a fair agreement in the best interest of our employees, their families, and our customers. I'm Gloria Pasmino reporting.
3 men were acquitted Friday for charges they face in a 2020 plot to kidnap Michigan Governor Gretchen Whitmer. Eric Molitor, William Knoll, and Michael Knoll were each acquitted on 1 count of providing material support for a terrorist act and possessing a firearm when committing or attempting to commit a felony. They allegedly targeted Whitmer's vacation home in northern Michigan and conducted surveillance on the house. The 3 of them are the last of 14 people prosecuted in connection to the kidnapping lot.
On Friday, Naval Sea Systems Command commemorated the 10th anniversary of the Navy Yard shooting rampage in Washington, D.C. It's been 10 years since 12 people were shot and killed in the Navy Yard on September 16, 2013. It was the deadliest mass shooting in the city's history and the second deadliest ever on a U.S. military base. Investigators say they still don't know the motive of the shooting.
And a massive concrete truck full of cement crashed a wooden bridge in Montgomery County in Texas on Thursday morning. The bridge had a 4-ton weight limit and the truck weighed approximately 20 pounds and sunk right in the middle. Residents said the incident is a hassle but doesn't block anyone in. But the Department of Public Safety can't cite the driver for the incident because the bridge is privately owned.
From a new robot hospital employee to health legislation updates, we've got a lot going on.
Yeah, that's for sure. Our correspondent Brian Muetzel has more on today's Health Minute. Hi, Brian.
Thank you, Erin and Nuried. Good evening, Kent State and all of Portage County. I'm Brian Muetzel, and today's headlines are about our health industry. Patients may soon be able to use the upcoming psychedelic MDMA vaccine to help treat post-traumatic stress disorder. Assuming it gets approved because it's currently illegal, MDMA combined with talk therapy can scientifically reduce PTSD, according to a study published by Nature magazine. Many industries have been adjusting since the pandemic, including health. One hospital in Kansas City, Missouri is adding helpful hands to its staff, and it's not even human. They are hoping this robot can help save time on tasks and treat patients. Going on in Wisconsin, Planned Parenthood will resume abortion care next week. This comes after a judge ruled that the state law didn't apply to voluntary abortion procedures. This only applies to feticide. When the Supreme Court overturned Roe v. Wade a year ago, Planned Parenthood in the state of Wisconsin suspended abortion care due to uncertainty about whether the state law could be enforced. With all the health concerns going around, be safe, take precaution, and sanitize frequently. Reporting from the Franklin Hall studio, I'm Brian Muetzel, TV2 News.
Welcome back, everyone. Here's a look now at your statewide temperatures, and across our beautiful state of Ohio, we are dealing with highs in the 70s today. 70 degrees in Akron, 70 degrees in Steubenville, 73 in Athens, 73 in Columbus, 71 in Lima, 74 in Dayton, Ohio, 74 in Cincinnati. So it's definitely a warm evening out there for sure. It almost feels like summer during this time of day. So it's really interesting to see that in this month. And as we look towards your weekend forecast, we are going to be dealing with sunny skies tomorrow with a high of 72 degrees as that warm front is definitely moving through. Sunny skies with a few afternoon clouds. Winds will be light and variable, so don't expect that cool breeze to really come in. Winds moving northeast or northwest at 3 miles per hour. Sunset will be at 7:33 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And as we look towards your Sunday, the temperatures will start to go down a little bit. High for that day will be 67 degrees. Winds will be moving south-southwest at 3 miles per hour. Cloudy skies during the day. A stray shower or thunderstorm cannot be ruled out. for this day, for Sunday. Sunset at 7:31 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And as we look towards your 7-day outlook, there we go. As we look towards your 7-day outlook, we will be dealing with sunny skies for your Saturday, but then those clouds will start to come in and the temperature will start to lower in for your Sunday, a high of 67. And then Monday, we will be dealing with rain showers that will be coming in through our area, high of 67. But then we will start to dry out towards your Tuesday and Wednesday with highs going up into the 70s. And then Thursday, we'll deal with some clouds. But then Friday, we'll be dealing with sunny skies, almost hitting a whopping 80 degrees for this time of year. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens on Friday. And that about wraps up my Friday evening weather forecast. Please enjoy the nice weather ahead. Have a great weekend, everybody. Be safe out there. Back to you guys at the news desk.
And a Colombian artist, Fernando Botero, has died. Botero was a painter and sculptor. His style is characterized by high-volume figures on topics ranging from political criticism to satire. One of Botero's most relevant works of criticism is the series and paintings about the torture in Abu Ghraib prison during the Iraq War. Botero's daughter confirmed that he died Friday. She did not give a cause of death. He was 91 years old.
At least 10 people are missing after a boat capsized on the river Bagmati in the Indian state of Bihar on Thursday. The boat was carrying more than 30 people, including kids going to school. Following the accident, authorities rushed rescuers and disaster management officials to the spot to carry out search and rescue operations. No bodies have been found yet, and officials are going door to door to check if kids living on each house were on the boat.
The president of the Dominican Republic, Luis Abinader, advised on Thursday that starting at 6 a.m. on Friday, they will close all of their land, sea, and air borders with Haiti. This decision comes amid conflict over the construction of a canal in Massacre or Dajabon River, which originates in the Dominican Republic and the borders with Haiti.
The UAE's Interior Ministry says the country has seized more than $1 billion worth of the addictive amphetamine Captagon. It released surveillance video showing Captagon pills hidden in a shipment of doors and building panels. Dubai police arrested 6 people who it says are part of an international cartel involved in the smuggling of the tablets. After controversy forced them to leave, an American company is going across the pond. Where will they set up and what it means for Britain?
The Flashes return home tomorrow. We'll look at what to expect for Kenny Burns' home debut.
And now, your TV2 Sports Report.
I'm Timmy Carlile with your Friday Sports Report. But it's Thursday Night Football that's finally back, so let's jump right into it. We're going to get things started off in Philadelphia over at Lincoln Financial Field, where Kirk Cousins is going to find TJ Hawkinson for the opening score of the game. And just like that, it would be 7-0 Minnesota jumping out in front. Next thing you know, Kirk Cousins is going to find Justin Jefferson deep, and as he goes to reach for the end zone, he fumbles out of the end zone. It's going to actually be a touchback, giving the Eagles the ball. Eagles are going to go ahead and jump right on that score. We're going to go up to 20-7, Philadelphia in front, when Jalen Hurts is going to find Devontae Smith for a huge touchdown pass, absolutely opening this game up, making it 27-7 rather. But Kirk Cousins would not say end. He would keep fighting all the way through that game, rallying back. We got a couple touchdowns, but Philly's going to go ahead and put the icing on the cake with this one. DeAndre Swift putting the icing on a fantastic personal best night, as well as the final on that game from Philadelphia. And as we get ready to start the grit era of Kent State football at Dick Stadium this Saturday, I'm here to walk you through what you need to know before kickoff at noon. The Golden Flashes will be taking on Central Connecticut State Blue Devils, who come into Kent's house with a record of 1-1. Kent State looks to improve from last week's result, falling at Arkansas 28-6. The Flashes will be fighting for their first win this season. Look for quarterback Mike Alaimo to take charge of the offense this week. His season statistics so far are 23 of 48 passes for 319 yards with 2 interceptions. And this week's matchup involves 2 first-year head coaches with their program, and Adam Lechberg with Central Connecticut and Kent's own Kenny Burns making his home debut. Best of luck, Coach, and go Flashes. Now we're going to toss it around with Timmy and look at all of Kent State athletics. The field hockey team took care of business at Central Michigan today, winning 8-0, and will welcome the 8th-ranked Michigan Wolverines here in Kent on September 17th. Our women's volleyball team is currently squaring off against Youngstown State. The football team finally makes their home debut tomorrow, and the women's golf team continues our Michigan theme, traveling to the Mary Folsom Invitational at Michigan State University on Sunday. Thanks so much for tuning in tonight, everyone. I've been Timmy Carlile with your Friday Night Sports Report.
Did someone say Flavortown? Guy Fieri has his eyes on Columbus. Hear more about an all-new flavor coming to the capital city. Chick-fil-A has returned to the United Kingdom after retreating following a gay rights backlash. LGBTQ rights protesters forced the fast food chain to close a pop-up site in the UK in 2019. The chain faced criticism for its past donations to organizations which have expressed opposition to gay rights. In 2019, Chick-fil-A ended donations to anti-LGBTQ groups. 4 years later, the company says it will open its first store in early 2025.
Guy Fieri may soon be opening a restaurant in Columbus. According to the permit under review, the restaurant will be opening at Scioto Downs in High Street. The applicant cites work that will include interior demolition and build out and new finishes on a Guy Fieri restaurant. One of Fieri's concepts, a ghost kitchen concept called Flavortown Kitchen, proudly set up shop in Columbus.
Flavor. I love that that's like his thing, Flavortown, you know?
Not only that, but like with all the teams that he comes up for restaurants and stuff like that, I feel that is really cool.
What kind of restaurant is it going to be, do you know?
No idea.
Better have flavor.
I really don't know, but it's so exciting to see that he's coming back to Columbus, especially considering that he's from Ohio.
Oh, I didn't know that.
You didn't know that? He's from Ohio.
Look at him, Guy. Ohio guy.
No, yeah, for sure.
Love that.
But I don't know about Chick-fil-A. How do you feel about it?
You know, if the UK wants a slice of America, they're going to get some Chick-fil-A. Isn't it like Gen Z's favorite restaurant? They did a survey last year, and their #1 restaurant was Chick-fil-A. Well, that's not really a restaurant, but I mean, go off, I guess.
Yeah. Well, that's all the time we have for you tonight. Thank you so much for joining us.
And for more updates, follow Kent Wired at Kent Wired.
I'm Nuried Hurtado.
I'm Erin Sullivan. Have a great night, Portage County.
This is Portage County's TV2, broadcasting from the campus of Kent State University. Streaming online at kentwired.com.